Now, serving is one of those elements, and just hold off on your serve for a sec. It's one of those things where we all know the things that usually go wrong. First off with the serve is what? The toss, okay? But what normally happens is, throw me a ball, is because they can use their feet, you begin to see that toss, and they can move to it, maybe still make a contact, or it's in front, or it's behind, or something like that. If you put them on the floor like this, now all of a sudden, it's pretty difficult to move around. And so if that toss isn't over the shoulder, they're not going to be able to get good contacts. And so it's an instantaneous feedback to them on how well they're doing with their toss. The other part that we really are looking at, how many of you have players when they serve that, they want to square up to that net, and try to serve, over this way. So there's not very much rotation. Again, if you're seeing that in the sitting game, you're not going to get very much power, and it's not going to get over the net. And so this is another great way to get them down so that they're really conscious and focused on good rotational forces and then good speed of arm contact. So just go in order there and go through some. So, and they're not warmed up, but.
And the net's really high.
And the net is a little high, actually, for us too. But. So, but you can notice here as they're serving where they're rotating that body, they're getting the whip in their arm. And probably if I had one of those young players that was out here a while ago warming up some, if I had them sit down and do it, or if I just grabbed one of you guys, and set you down, your first instinct is probably going to be to square up rather than turn so you can rotate. And again, I think we see that a lot in the standing game. Or they'll rotate early in the standing game a lot. They'll look good, but it's one of those where they'll toss, turn, and then the arm will swing. Well, they've already lost all the rotational forces, and so it's another good way to get them to really have to think about no rotation until the right arm begins to swing. And again, a good focus point here. Okay, so I think it's a really good way to show that. One other way that I've used this before is I always have some younger players in club ball or whatever that they're short, small, whatever. They just go, well, there's just no way for me to get the ball over the net because I'm not strong enough. And what I try to show them is it's not about a matter of strength, it's a matter of speed and good technique. And again, it doesn't matter size. These guys aren't very tall when they're sitting down, but they're still getting the speed that they want, angles, those types of things. So it's all about good technique. And so it's a great way for them to be able to see that. Tosses you can kind of see for the most part are still pretty good. They're out to their shoulders and in front of their contact points. And so that's one of those things we work on quite a bit as well.